Welcome to The Kid Cave, the podcast where young sports fans learn all about the games they love, from how sports work to the stories of legendary athletes. We break it all down in a way that's fun, easy to understand, and packed with cool facts. So if you're curious about sports and ready to learn something new, you're in the right place. Let's explore the world of sports, one play at a time.
Test 1 2, test 1 2.
Test 1 2, test 1 2.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yep. Ready?
Yes.
Actually, this is where we want to make sure this is not in the red. So test 1 2, test 1 2.
Test 1 2, test 1 2.
Do it a little bit lighter.
Test 1 2, test 1
More.
2. Test 1 2, test 1 2.
Okay. Ready?
Yes.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Kid Cave podcast. I'm Dan, and this guy is
Hutson.
And it's about time we are doing another episode because this guy has been, well, he's been kind of busy. So he's got baseball season going on now. He just wrapped up his first basketball tournament. Is our camera a little? Yeah, we got to start that over now, too. Fucking Christ. Thought it looked weird. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Kid Cave podcast. I am Dan, and this guy is
Hutson.
And it's been a hot minute since we've done another episode because this guy's been crazy busy with his lifestyle schedule. He's got baseball coming up here. He just did his first basketball tournament, 3-on-3 championship. How do you think that went? How was that experience like for you?
It was really fun.
It was really fun?
Yes.
Why was it really fun?
Because overall playing the game of basketball is just really fun.
Yeah. What was your experience? Because this was the first time you played it in a 3-on-3 too. How different was that for you playing because you're used to 5-on-5, right?
Yeah.
So was it a lot different or just a little bit or not really?
It was a little different
Yeah.
with the checkups and stuff.
Mm-hmm. But a shout out Nash, Ben, Braxton, Coach Mike. Braxton hitting the game-winning free throw.
Yeah.
Were you pretty nervous heading into that thing?
Yes.
Which game, or were you nervous for every game?
Most nervous for the last game.
The last game,
Yeah.
the championship.
Yes.
So, what would you have been like if you had to shoot a free throw?
I don't know. I probably would have been shaking.
Shaking, yeah. So, but it was cool experience. You want to do it again?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. So, all right. So on this episode of the pod, we are going to do a little baseball talk. We're going to make some NBA picks because the playoffs are going on right now for the NBA, and then a little quick draft talk. So baseball-wise, Brewers right now, the best division in Major League Baseball, believe it or not, is the National League Central, which is the division the Brewers are in, because as of right now, as we're recording this, they're tied for last place with the Cubs. But both the Brewers and the Cubs are 12-9, and the Brewers just won a series this past weekend. So, but it's because the Reds keep winning, the Pirates keep winning, the Cardinals keep winning. So this is the only division in baseball right now where every single team has a winning record. Can you believe that?
No.
Yeah. So Brewers-wise, though, what's kind of maybe stood out to you, or what are the things that you kind of want to highlight for this Brewer season?
For hitting-wise, Garrett Mitchell's helping out the team with a lot of RBIs.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I didn't like him leading off. Maybe
You're talking about on Sunday's game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jake Bowers with the homers.
Mm-hmm.
He's been clutching up. That one clutch home run from Yelly to get the sweep against the White Sox.
Yeah.
And then Turang and Contreras.
Turang and Contreras have been awesome. Your boy Contreras, as he's wearing the Venezuelan World Baseball Classic hat because, well, Contreras was on there, so was Jackson Churio and such. But he's been awesome. Turang has been on base every single time so far this year. And this is without Jackson Cheerio having to play yet. Christian Yelich has been hurt. No Andrew Vaughn. I mean, these two have been really consistent. Yeah, you've gotten Bowers and Sanchez to be the power guys, right, the home run guys. But, man, Terang and Contreras right now are playing really well.
Yeah.
How about pitching-wise, Coleman Crow. I couldn't say his name there. I keep wanting to call him Coleman Crew for whatever reason. That dude's got a nasty curveball and some breaking stuff there. But pitching-wise, what's kind of stood out to you?
For the Brewers,
Yeah.
I noticed that at the beginning of the year, we had a little off performances by a few people, but it's starting to get a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, and, I mean, Woodruff just pitched 7 innings the other day, and he was still only in the 90-some pitch count. Guys have been really efficient with their pitch counts, too. Brandon Sprouts the other day had a good one. Harrison's been really solid. Luckily, he's not hurt too bad from his spill. I think we can agree, though, we don't want Gary Sanchez playing first base,
No,
right? That's just not an experience that we want to see too many times, if at all, at this point. So, but when you look at Major League Baseball here, Hutson, across Major League Baseball, the Phillies are not off to a good start. The Mets are really not off to a good start. Red Sox aren't. The Royals are not off to a good start. But you got teams like the Pirates, the Reds, the Cardinals, the Twins for a hot minute. We're off to good starts. The Dodgers are just doing what they're supposed to be doing, right, at this point. Anything else across Major League Baseball, team-wise, player-wise, that's kind of stood out to you so far?
I still can't believe on the first out of the Brewers game that Coleman Crow almost got injured.
Yeah, that would have been. Can you imagine being a player, a Major League Baseball player, and you're making your Major League debut, but you're the pitcher? That's got to be one of the most nerve-wracking things in the world, because all the eyes are on you, right?
Yeah.
All of the eyes are on you. And, how nervous would you be if you were making your Major League debut and you were a starting pitcher?
1 to 10, 10 being the highest. 11.
Yeah, I would probably be there too. So, hey, really quick, a little fun nugget for the Brewers too. So, they're towards the top in base stealing. They're towards the top in walks, and they strike out the 11th fewest. So even though they don't hit a ton of home runs, they play small ball kids. They bunted 3 times in a row, for crying out loud, right? So they take walks. They're patient at the plate. They get on base any way possible, and they steal. That's like old school baseball.
Wait,
So.
who strikes out the least?
Let me look it up. All
And
right.
I want to see who strikes out the most.
All right. So who do you have any guesses while I look this up?
I think the Padres might be at the top for least.
Okay. So let's go.
The
Can I?
Dodgers.
That's home runs. Don't peek, because I'm going to.
How do the Angels have 34?
I don't know. So the team that strikes out the most is the Angels.
Oh.
223 times.
This year?
Yeah. Brewers are 178
Wait, can I guess? Wait, I already guessed. The Padres?
for the fewest.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
but they are 5th.
Oh, so it's a good guess.
Yep. One more guess. It's a team the Brewers have played this year. American League.
American League. That doesn't help.
They played a lot of American League teams. They beat them in this series.
They beat them.
That probably doesn't help out too much either.
No!
It's the Blue Jays. Blue Jays 146.
I forgot they played them.
Tampa Bay is actually second, and they played Tampa Bay too, 155. So then it's the Braves, Giants, and then Padres, Cardinals. So teams that strike out the most are the Angels, the Rockies, the Mariners, Baltimore, and the Athletics.
And then the Rangers.
Yep. So, okay. So anything else baseball-wise before we move on to a little hoops chat?
No.
All right. So the NBA playoffs are going on right now. Who do you got coming out of the Eastern Conference? Who do you got coming out of the Western Conference? And who do you think wins it all? Let's start off with the Western Conference.
OKC.
You're going with the Thunder because that's so boring. I'm going with the Spurs.
That's so boring.
Well, it's different a little bit because everybody's going to pick the Thunder, and the Thunder are a really good team. They won it last year, but I think the Spurs match up well against them. They did well against them in the regular season, so I'm going to go with the Spurs. So Eastern Conference, we got the Pistons as the top seed. We've got the Celtics. We got the Knicks. Who you rolling with?
Celtics.
Oh, you're changing it up because you were going to go Pistons like you did a little bit earlier. So, yeah, I'm going Celtics. They got Tatum back, for a few games or for a few weeks before the end of the regular season. So, I've got Celtics Spurs. You've got Celtics Thunder. Who you gonna pick?
Thunder.
You're gonna go Thunder to win it all. I'm gonna go with the Celtics to win it all. So, but obviously we're both Bucks fans, so our team is not in the postseason. We're just waiting to see if Giannis is going to be back and who the new head coach is for the Bucks too. So, but that one's kind of hard to. Do you want a head coach that's been a head coach before, or kind of a brand new first time head coach, but he's a really good assistant? Do you have a preference at all?
An experienced coach.
You want an experienced coach? Okay, it might be maybe Taylor Jenkins, the former Grizzlies coach, because he was a Bucks assistant, and then when the Grizzlies were good with John Morant, he was the head coach. That's kind of the odds-on favorite, it feels like right now. So, should we go to the NFL draft?
Yes.
Because we've got the NFL draft going on later on this week. I was at the draft last year. Won't be this year because it's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Our team, the Packers, they do not have a first-round pick because of
Micah
who?
Parsons.
Micah Parsons. That's right, the Micah Parsons trade. They don't have a first-round pick next year either. So, but what do you think are, for position-wise, the biggest needs for the Packers?
D-line and corner.
D-line and corner, and I would agree with you. Look at that. We finally agree on something. Defensive tackle and cornerback. We know the first pick. It's going to be Mendoza.
Fernando.
Fernando Mendoza to the Raiders. So, but, just kind of thinking it. Then, Jeremiah Love, the running back out of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I read a rumor that maybe the Cardinals draft him at 3rd overall, or the Titans. Maybe he doesn't get by the Titans at 4. Maybe the Giants at 5 if he's still there, because Dexter Lawrence just got traded this weekend.
He did?
Yeah, Dexter Lawrence. The Giants traded him to the Bengals, and the Bengals gave the Giants the number 10 pick. So there's 6 teams in this draft that have 2 first-round picks. The Giants, the Jets, the Chiefs, the Cowboys, the Browns, and... Oh, no, I just blanked. Who is it?
Like, are they a decent team?
I'm trying to remember now because I just completely blanked. Let me start it again. Jets, Giants, Browns, Chiefs, Cowboys. Who's the other one?
You didn't say Cowboys before.
Well, then who did I say before? I swear I said Cowboys before. Chiefs, Jets, Giants, Browns, Cowboys. Oh, no.
What?
Why am I blanking on this? Now I got to look it up because I had it. And now teams with multiple.
Didn't you say Titans?
No, they do not have 2 first-round picks. Dolphins. That's right, the Dolphins, for crying out loud. I blame you. And I did say the Cowboys the first time.
No, you didn't.
I didn't say the Dolphins.
I didn't hear you say Cowboys.
Well, I did. So
I
go
know
back
you said
to
5.
Yeah, there's 6 total teams that have 2 first-round picks in this draft. That means 12 of the 32, because there's 32 first-round picks, 32 teams, and unless a team gets in trouble where they get their first-round pick taken away, there's always 32 picks. That has happened before, where teams have lost their first-round pick.
Teams that lost their second-round pick too.
Yep. But,
that happened to the Knicks.
Well, that's basketball. So, but 32 picks, so 12 picks out of the 32 are going to be from 6 teams. What?
So, 6 teams will have a first-round pick?
Yeah, I guess because the Packers don't have a first-round pick, the Bengals don't have a first-round pick. The Rams did have 2 though, and they traded 1. to the Chiefs. Let me do a quick search of the teams who don't have a first-round pick. Teams with no first-round pick. The Bengals, the Broncos, the Falcons, the Colts, the Packers, and the Jaguars.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Bingo. Bingo, bango, bongo.
Bengals.
Yep. All right. So, any other position that you would like to see the Packers maybe get in this upcoming draft? Is it another backup running back? I think they need more offensive line help, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, to what? Offensive line, running back?
Offensive line.
Yeah.
They lost Jenkins, Zach Tom's
still there.
What?
Yeah. He's just hurt, so hopefully he's ready to go. They just need some depth.
Did
to that
Elton
spot.
Jenkins sign?
He signed with the Browns. So he's with the Cleveland Browns. So Mendoza, you set up. Mendoza might be the only quarterback taken in the first round. And he probably won't even start this upcoming year because the Raiders signed Kirk Cousins. So they're probably going to bench him, or they're probably going to sit Mendoza and let Kirk at least start the year. So, all right. Anything else?
No.
What?
No.
All right. Anything else you want to hit up?
No.
Okay. So, are we going to do more, or are you going to be too busy to play baseball now?
We can do more.
What?
We can do more.
All right. Well, it's based off your schedule, dude.
I
So-
just realized something.
What?
Now that the Falcons lost Cousins, they only have lefty quarterbacks, Penix and Tua.
Yep. Penix and Tua. That's probably why I think it was smart to sign Tua. Because, yeah, you got two lefty quarterbacks, and it's not the be-all, tell-all, but they can kind of prepare the same way. So, but anyways, all right, that's going to do it for us on this episode of the Kid Cave podcast. We are still a ways away from Hutson's goal of subscribers on YouTube. We got like 750 more we need or something like that, 750 more and change. So help this kid. Look at this pretty little face from this kid. Look at him. He needs you to subscribe to YouTube. All right. And don't forget to follow and subscribe on Apple and Spotify. Give us some positive ratings. Give him a good grade for his podcast. All right. Till next time, I'm Dan.
I'm Hutson.
Did you forget your name there for a second?
I didn't. I thought you were gonna say this is.
Yeah, fooled you. All right, that's going to do it for us again on this episode of The Kid Cave. Follow, subscribe, give us good grades. We'll talk to you next time.